Side of wrestling, anything to sort of keep you sharp or try and work on mental toughness, anything like that?
For me, the biggest thing I do mentally is my faith. I get into the Bible a lot, read that, and I use that to help me stay composed, help me to know I just got to go out and compete. I try to do things the right way, training, getting sleep, all that stuff. Like I said, I just really focus on my faith to help me mentally get through a lot of hard times.
How often would you say you read the Bible or look at?
Every morning.
Every morning?
Yep. Every morning. I have a book called Encounter with God that...
The what, sorry?
It's called Encounter with God.
Encounter with God.
It's given to me by our, he's the Vikings chaplain. He also wrestled at the University of Minnesota. And, so he gives me one of those every 3 months. Go through that in the morning.
All right, and I'm wondering if where did you go to school? Sorry.
College? Or
Yeah, college.
University of Minnesota.
Okay. Was there any sort of baseline concussion test or anything like that when you were there, or anything like that? And
not at the time when I got there. No.
Okay.
No,
Okay. And when did you graduate? I'm sorry.
2010.
2010. Okay. And is there for this or anything like that? Is there any sort of baseline concussion protocol or anything like that?
Not that I know of. No.
Okay. You haven't had to go through any sort of test or anything. Okay. Great.
You good? Okay. Yeah, take me through your match a little bit. Got Tech Fall. Solid win. Futrell's obviously a tough opponent. What are your thoughts on the finals and how you wrestled today?
I thought I had a great day all day long. I thought I wrestled really well. Was sharp, and Futrell, like you said, is an awesome opponent. Great guy, and I was able to go out there and control the position with him, and I got to my attacks.
What does the win here do for you moving forward? Obviously big tournaments coming up, the trials and such. What do you take away from this one?
Obviously the biggest thing is qualifies me for the Olympic trials. So I got that out of the way. I don't have to worry about that last chance now, and now I can kind of see where I'm at, and just kind of keep that training, keep improving from here.
You talk about your coaching goals mixed with your individual goals. Obviously, this being an Olympic year, how you're balancing those and what you take away from each that you can apply to the other.
This year I actually stepped down from being the volunteer assistant. Dustin Slater took over that spot so I could focus more on getting in training, getting my practice, getting my lifts, all that stuff in, and it's helped me out a ton. And then the other thing, I still want to coach in the future, and so I'm able to kind of hang out with these guys, and really from going to the campuses all year I've learned a ton of technique, learned a lot about coaching from watching guys like Bruce Burdett and from Zadok and those guys.
Man. Well, anything else?
Yeah, one last. Sorry. Have you ever had a concussion, and do you ever worry about symptoms or anything like that?
I'm sure I've had quite a few, but I've never really worried about it. I've never had, the symptoms where it's, feeling sick for days, that kind of stuff.
Right. Okay.
It's more, a hit and then fine a little bit.
Great. All right. Thank you so much for talking to us, and congrats on the win.
No problem. Thank you.